Hey guys, and welcome to a new buy, hold, sell video on our channel FPL Nerds. My name is MJ.
My name is Timo, and today we're gonna go through a selection of players that we chose for you for game week 7 through the buy, hold, sell categories. So let me explain quickly how this is gonna work. So basically, buy are players that are performing well and could be a good investment for your FPL team. Hold are players that maybe not perform very well right now, or maybe could be facing some difficult fixtures, but we think that they could be a good hold for now. And sell are basically pairs that are not performing very well, or could be injured, or maybe facing bad fixtures, so they should maybe get rid of them right away. So let's jump into it and see what we have for you today. Alright guys, so the first player we chose for you for the buy category is none other than the mighty Mitrovic. Okay, so Mitrovic basically, as we said previously in other videos, that he was on the top of all the goal scoring matrices, and so far he's kind of still there. As we can see on the screen, we have like 27 shots, 15 on target, which is a huge number,
Absolutely crazy.
right? It's like in like 6 game weeks he did that already. That's, and considering the opponent that he had also, that's considered like really good. And although we have Chelsea in the next fixture, Chelsea actually are the 5th worst for big chances conceded, and it even could be worse due to the issues they have currently, since they sacked the coach Tuchel, and now they're still looking for a new coach. So it's gonna be a lot of uncertainties in the team, which could affect the players and their mental state and everything. So that actually could make Mitrovic even a better asset for that match. And considering also that they lost against Dinamo Zagreb in the Champions League yesterday, like, which was unexpected.
Oh
So
yeah. There was a lot of surprises in the Champions League actually. Chelsea, Liverpool. Yeah, a lot of surprises.
indeed, so, and I was very surprised, of course, that to see him losing from such a team. So that's actually telling us that Mitrovic can have a really good chance of scoring against Chelsea in the next one, and after that, it's good fixtures for Fulham in general, specifically with the Nottingham Forest in the one after, since they are the worst for goal attempts conceded and worst in minutes per XG conceded also. So for Mitrovic, that's great for him. He will be scoring a few goals there, I think.
Yeah, he's definitely expected to keep on scoring. Okay, maybe you might say that the Chelsea fixture is a bit difficult, but yet again, so far we can actually say that Mitrovic is fixture proof. And you can see on the map how many touches he has in the box and around the box. He's a very clinical player. He will always go for that shot or header, actually, which is also a very good asset for all the corners. And yeah, I definitely think he's a must buy, whether you want to buy him this week or next week, but he's a definite must buy.
Yeah, and since you mentioned the header part, Mitrovic, if you watch the matches, he's always like in that penalty box, bullying all the
Yeah,
defenders and jumping
exactly.
over them to get the header. So that's always
Because
very fun.
he's a very physical player.
Yes, yes, it's very funny to see though.
Hmm.
All right, guys. So that's it for Mitrovic. Let's see who's the next one on the list.
So our second buy for this week is none other than Kieran Trippier. He's currently valued at 5.2 million, and it's looking like tonight he will go up in price and he will be 5.3. He's actually so far has 30 points, which puts him actually just 3 points behind Cancelo, which is the best scoring defender. And considering that he's 1.9 million cheaper, I really see the value there. Now, looking at the fixtures that they have, the next four, they have West Ham away, Bournemouth at home, Fulham away, and then Wolves at home. So I can definitely see here the opportunity for Newcastle to keep more clean sheets, as well as the opportunity for Trippier, keeping in mind that he's on set pieces on some of the corners as well. having some good attacking returns. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he actually had 19 corners so far in the first 6 games. So yeah, I think it's just a matter of time until those very tall center backs from Newcastle will start delivering and putting those headers from the corners. And yeah, he is this kind of defender, Trippier. He's this defender that he tries to go for a shot. He's pretty offensive.
Yeah, indeed. Look, Newcastle actually are the fourth on the season ticker for match difficulties, so they are quite high up. Also, Trippier is the 90-minute man. He plays always the 90 minutes. And also next, since actually Newcastle don't have any European matches to play or something, so there's the low risk of rotation there. So from all aspects, I think Trippier is a good buy and to keep actually for the next 4 matches or maybe more.
Yeah, and actually, also, I'm not really sure if he will make the England squad. So even for the international break, I think he will actually be available for Newcastle, and this reinsures his fitness level.
True, true. Indeed, indeed. All right, so that's it for Trippier. Let's move on then to the next one. All right, guys, so the next one on our list is Alexander Isak from Newcastle. So Isak played only 2 matches, but managed to score already 1 goal. He had 5 shots, 3 on target. 4 of those were from inside the box, which tell us that Isak is quite attacking and he will be getting into the box more often than not. On the other hand, the fixtures for Newcastle are looking very good, as 4 out of the next 6 fixtures are scoring only 2 in the difficulty levels in FPL website, which seems to be a great chance for Isak to score a few goals there. Finally, we know that Wilson is still red flagged on the FPL website, so we're not sure when he's going to be coming back. But I still think even if Wilson is there, Isak could be the main man in the front. Thoughts?
Yeah, I think actually, even as you said, once he's back, Isaac will still be in the front. Newcastle did not pay all this money for Isaac in order to bench him. So, from a minutes perspective, I think for the time being, he's pretty nailed on. Fixtures, as you said, it's also excellent. And also, what I really love about him is the fact that for a player his height, he's extremely talented. He has very good dribbling. He's good on the ball. He's technical. He's not the kind of player that dives. Okay, he wants to play football. He's not asking for several free kicks and so on. And also, he's a very good free kick taker, especially direct free kicks. He's pretty damn good at it. So he can actually show a little bit of competition to Trippier as well, depending on which side and from which angle the shot is.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah, overall, I think he's an amazing player.
true. And also, as far as I noticed in his career, he's not only played as a number 9 only, he also plays on the side sometimes. So even if Eddie Howe decided to mix it up a bit and still play Wilson and him on the pitch, there's still a chance that his minute is still secured. So I think that he's quite a good asset to get in your team for the next few fixtures at least, and see how he do.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
All right, guys. So let's see who's the next one on the list.
All right, so the first hold for the week will be none other than Gabriel Jesus. He's currently valued at 8.1 million, so his price is not that high. He had very good performances so far. Taking into consideration, he had 6 matches and he had 66 touches in the box, 20 shots, 7 on target. He already has 6 returns, which are 3 goals and 3 assists. He looked pretty damn good. However, now he will have a fixture swing. And I can see that there's so many managers which are already transferring him out, and his price went from 8.2 down to 8.1. Uh, but from my point of view, I think you should definitely keep him for at least this one more week against Everton at home. It's a really good fixture, and Arsenal has a very good attack, and he's definitely the focal point of this attack. He's good with the build-up play, with the finishing, with the assisting. He's the full package. So if you kept him for this long, I see no reason for you to sell him at this specific point.
Yeah, one more game at least, because like Everton are actually the second worst for the goal attempt conceded. So that means that Jesus can have a few chances there and maybe have a couple of returns. Not to
Exactly.
mention, yeah, not to mention that he's playing also at home. So playing at home is always an advantage. So even if you want to switch him for another player like Isaac or Mitrovic or Tony or whatever else, I think you should keep him for at least the Everton game. Maybe also the Brentford. It's not that bad of a fixture also for Arsenal, even if they are away. And then yeah, definitely you can consider him taken out because the fixtures turned a bit bad with Tottenham at home and Liverpool at home. So
Mhm.
I think Jesus is a hold for at least one game week, if not two, and then we can reconsider and reassess.
No, 100%.
All right, so let's see who we got else on the hold category. All right, guys. So the next one on our hold list is Trent Alexander-Arnold, and I know that some people will disagree with me because of Liverpool not looking so good so far, and they got beaten yesterday from Napoli 4-1. So overall, they're not really looking great. But hear me out. The next match is against Wolves, and Wolves so far they didn't score many goals. I think they scored maybe 3 or 4 goals overall so far. So that means in the defensive perspective, Trent is quite secured for a clean sheet. And not to mention that until now, he's the highest XGI among all the defenders. So that means that he can get the goods. And also, he can shoot from outside the box. He delivered a lot of crosses. And now that we have Nunes back, there's somebody who can take these headers and get the goals from there. So I think overall you can keep Trent for at least the Wolves game, and then after that maybe you can consider take him out since the fixtures are turning a bit bad for Liverpool.
It's really tough to actually sell him. I'm one of the people who did sell him. However, if I wouldn't have sold him and he was in my team at this specific point, I would definitely keep him for one more week and then maybe think of selling him. Also, something that I wanted to add, you mentioned his assist potential. Also, let's not forget that he's actually on most of the free kicks, of the direct free kicks. So he also had a really good shot, really good chance of scoring from a direct free kick as well. So yeah, if you have him, and you kept him so far, I would highly recommend that you keep him for at least one more match, and then you can move on to a different defender and sell him.
Yeah, you can actually also keep him maybe for the Chelsea game, and then most of you, I think, the most of the manager will use the wild card whether in game week 8 or game week 9. So you can maybe just keep him for another two, and then maybe when you use your wild card, you can start, mixing your team around. But
On the Chelsea one, it's a bit unpredictable because we still don't know who the new manager will be. Also, we know that usually players tend to overperform when they have a new manager. So it's a little bit risky against Chelsea. However, on the Wolves fixture, I 100% agree. Not sell, not now.
okay, maybe you have a point there. But yeah, the time will tell us, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so that's it for the hold category. Let's move on to the next one.
All right. So for the last player, and actually the only player in the sell category for this week, it's Ivan Perisic. Actually, I also sold him last evening. So yeah, there is several reasons why he's on this list. To start off, rotation risk. Okay, we knew all along that he's a rotation risk. However, look, taking into consideration that the last match he actually played 90 minutes in the Champions League game, and that he's actually injury prone, and that Conte is constantly rotating those wing backs, especially on the left side. And Sessegnon is actually in a good form. I think he's not that sure to be starting some of the coming games. Now, leaving this rotation risk aside, just take a look at those fixtures. Manchester City away, Leicester at home, Arsenal away, Brighton away. Maybe on paper, the easiest one would be Leicester at home. However, Leicester are a very poor team defensively. However, attacking wise, they're not
Yeah,
really the worst team. They're not a team to necessarily target.
they're
Okay,
okay.
and from my perspective, the last point is his price point is a bit, I don't want to say expensive, but with this 5.6 million, you can actually move sideways, and there's plenty of other 5 million defenders, even 4.5 towards 5 bracket. There's so many other options which will have more guaranteed minutes and better fixtures.
Yeah, definitely. Look, Perisic, I had him in the beginning. I sold him. I didn't catch a few points of there. But now, if you look at him, I don't think he's by any stretch of imagination a keep, because as you can see, the fixtures are not helping. He played 90 minutes, and we're not sure he's not gonna play the next one or the one after, because we know from the beginning of the season that he will get his minutes managed anyway.
Yeah.
Uh, and as we mentioned before, in the buy category, you have Trippier, which is like much cheaper than him, and you have like much better fixtures also. So why keep him for a 5.6 when you could get like a 5.1 or a 5.2 that have better fixtures and better potential to get points?
No,
Uh,
exactly.
yeah, sometimes you just have to think logically in FPL and see what are the best option, and not go just because it's a known player like Evan Perisic.
Yeah, and he does have those attacking returns. We have to give that to him. He looks pretty dangerous while he's on the pitch from an attacking perspective. However, I don't know how constant that will be. I also initially I started the season without him, then I bought him and now I just sold him back. So I think he can be or he will be throughout the season one of those players that keep on trolling you.
Hit the troll.
You sell him, he starts delivering, he scores a goal, gives an assist, then you buy him back, and then once again he doesn't play, and
And
yeah.
so on and so on. Yeah, I totally agree with that. So yeah, Perisic is a sell, and yeah, you have better option somewhere else. Okay, guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the content. Please don't forget to drop us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get all the videos. And you will be seeing soon. We'll be seeing you soon. Have a good one.
All right, cheers.